All right, my sweets, we are back with tarot and channel for the week ahead. Let's see, I'm going to shuffle these cards. So first part is channeling inspired by tarot. Tarot inspired channeling, that's the phrase I'm looking for. Tarot inspired channeling. So I'm going to pull a couple of tarot cards. I'm going to channel a message from Divine Spirit for you. And then we're going to get into the details of the energies ahead for the week. I'm going to pull cards for all the days. Tune in and see what we got. Okay, I like it. This is my Manchiati tarot deck. I think that's what it's called. So I love this deck. It's got extra cards in it, and I'm all about being extra, clearly. All right, first card I pulled, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so the second card is the Fire card. Holy shit, is that not an Aries card? For those of you who don't know, my sun sign is Aries, so like, this is my fucking jam. Spirit says that you ignite your fire by working on your passions. It's the creative expression that ignites the fuck out of you. And that is true for every human on the planet. Every human on the planet is spending way too much time not doing the thing, not being creative, not sparking their own fire, lighting their own fire, setting their life on fire. You're meant to live in the flames. You're meant to live in the intensity of the experience, the intensity of the heat of life. And you do that by consistently showing up for your creative expression. That's the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is about apprenticeship and hard work, but really more than that, it's about repetitive creativity, practicing your craft. What is your creative expression? And your creative expression, it could be, painting or poetry or writing or whatever it is, but it doesn't have to be an art form. It's an energy. What is your creative expression? And you're going to know your creative expression because it's going to light you up. It's going to light your fire. And Spirit says that if we can prioritize our creative expression, what lights us up, what sets our soul on fire, as beautiful Rumi says, then the energy for life comes from that. If you are putting your creative expression on the back burner, if you are pushing it aside at the altar of productivity or busyness or responsibilities, then you are not living the life you are designed to live. You are not here living in God's light. You are here living in the shadow, in the dredges. And that is a choice, my friend. You do not have to do this. Now, does this mean we can spend every minute of every waking day in our creative self-expression? Well, yes and no. I mean, on the one hand, if you begin your day with that creative self-expression, even if it's receiving the creative self-expression, if you love music, then spend your day, a good 10 minutes listening to your music, letting it light up your body. This is what will begin to ooze creativity from you. Or if you love to write, like I'm a poetry person. If I start my day writing poetry and in that creative space, everything in my day goes more smoothly. I have more energy. I have more synchronicities. I have more fun conversations, everything, because it expands your frequency. Being in your creative energy expands your frequency like nothing else. So your commitment, the commitment that Spirit would like for you to make today, for this week, try this on. Prioritize your creative expression. And if you don't know what that is, then prioritize exploring your creative expressions. A lot of people say, oh, I'm not creative, but it's a lie. You are a God creator being. You are, by definition, creative. Find your expression, commit to that expression, and prioritize that expression, even if it's just kicking off your day with 10 minutes of creative self-expression. So if you have, a 9-to-5 job and you got to go to the office on Monday morning and you're going, Ingrid, how the hell can I prioritize my creative self-expression? Well, you know what you can do? You can show up 10 minutes early, and then you can sit at your desk and you can play around in that creative soup for 10 minutes before you start your day. It is that simple. It will make that much of a difference. Try it on for size. And then I want you to come back around and I want you to share with me how that went for you. I guarantee you that is going to up level your frequency and your expression and your happiness quotient by a mile. Give it a try. God says, Spirit says, creative self-expression is what lights your fire. You cannot light your fire and then get into creative self-expression. You have to get into creative self-expression, and that will light your fire. And then you'll be able to take care of all the responsibilities you need to take care of. You'll be able to handle all the things because you will be filled with God consciousness. Creativity Channeling creativity is the ultimate, it's the original form of channeling. This is the simplest, most pure way that God comes into your being and fills you and moves you into this human experience. It is how you are God expressing itself as human for just this little sliver in time, in this little sliver of creation. That is your job, and you need to fucking own it. Okay, so creative self-expression first. Light your damn fire and watch how your life improves. Okay, I will be interested to see how this relates to the week ahead. So I got a picnic bench back here that we're going to play on. Let's see how this is going to go for us. All right, my loves, set the intention with me. We're looking at the cards for the week ahead. We're going to see how this is going to go. Setting the intention that the cards this week show us what's happening. It's going to be helpful. Okay, so day one. I like it. 2 cards for, ooh, King of Coins and Charity. So, my sweet love, get this right. Okay. King of Coins and Charity, what does this mean? So the King of Coins is the mastery of the resources, right? Coins, money, yay. But also physical resources, showing up grounded and secure in the world. Is absolutely financial mastery. And you have the Charity card here as well. This charity is about, it's about receiving charity. It's about giving charity. It's about the essence of charity. It's about giving without condition. It's about receiving without condition. So I feel like, you know, this can be a really, really good day for you to open up to receiving abundance without there being any strings attached. So this is like not from a job, you know, not tit for tat, not an exchange, but just receiving abundance from the universe, from this benevolent universe, which can use any medium that it likes in order to get to you the financial abundance, the resource abundance, the abundance that you're looking for. Now, this doesn't have to be straight money, but this is anything that is abundance in the physical world. Pentacles are about the physical world, okay? So you can open up to receiving that, and then open your heart. I feel a heart opening. Open your heart to giving that as well. Wherever you feel called to be charitable, to give of your heart, to be unconditional, then go ahead and do that, because that's going to come back to you. And the more open and unconditional you are in your giving, the more wide open your heart and your aura to receive that back, not from that person per se, but from the universe, from this benevolent universe, from God, all right, from Divine Spirit, from Holy Spirit. All right, week 2, we have the Moon and the Sagittarius. Okay, so some restlessness. Sorry, not week 2, day 2. Day 2, we've got the Moon in Sagittarius, so we have some restlessness going on here. And there's a need for shift and change and exploration and expansion, and it's burgeoning is what I'm feeling. It's burgeoning. And so you've got this nice strong foundation that you've opened yourself up to, and now that change, that shift is burgeoning. Thankfully, you have that foundation. You're gonna have the resources to launch into this next expression of you. But you have the Moon there, and the Moon is still unsure, it's uncertain. The Moon is where the mind and the intellect come together, and they don't speak the same language. So there can be a lot of confusion and sort of stories in your head, and you can end up running down worst case scenario rabbit holes. So be patient. The Sagittarius energy, this boundless energy is there, but you need to wait for a hot minute. There's a little bit of a delay in expanding fully into this new change energy. So be patient with the universe is what I'm getting. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with those around you. There's a lot of change happening. The ground is shifting underneath your feet. And thankfully you have the universe supporting you fully in that change, but it's not quite right yet, okay? Now we have the Queen of Staves with the Handmaid of Coins. Okay, so more good, strong, grounded energy, resource energy. Queen of Staves says you got to trust yourself. So we're moving into this, energy of expansion and change, and you spent some time ruminating and freaking out and having your little stories and stuff, but the Queen of Staves, she's a freaking superstar, man. She's the Hollywood starlet who walks into the room and dazzles everybody just by opening the door. That's the energy that she represents. But the Handmaid of Coins really grounds in that energy. So you are making movements, and you have to trust yourself in the movements you are making for this big change. But it's gonna be slower than you like. Okay, humans are so impatient. It's so funny because we so want this change, but when the change comes, you're gonna have a little freak out, because that's also human nature. So slow your roll. Okay, let it be easy. Enjoy the process. Be so patient, and cultivate that star quality in yourself, that sense of trust, that light that you bring to the room, that you bring to your relationships, that you bring to your work. You bring a light and a brightness to everything that you come into contact with, but you have to cultivate that in yourself. Now, for some of you, this will come more naturally, and for others, it's something that you're going to have to work on. But that light is in there. That light is in all of us. Do you need to cultivate it? If you do, this is an opportunity for you to slow down. Is that something that's already really natural to you? Then that slowing down is for a higher purpose that you don't see yet, and you need to trust that. Bolster your faith, honey. There's a slowing down happening. There's big change happening. You have the foundation, the resources. You are clearly being taken care of by the universe. That has been made really clear right at the start of the week. So chill. Pisces and the Knight of Coins. So more slowing down. Pentacles move slowly. Okay, they just do. Pentacles move slowly. And the Pisces is about, it's an emotional up and down. It's a very intuitive card. You're kind of going through it with the moon and the Pisces, very, so similar energy. The moon tends to be more story laden, and Pisces tends to be more dipping in and out of your emotional experiences without necessarily having to make it mean anything. So you're, with this dipping in and out of your emotional experiences, the highs and the lows of the Pisces experience, and the slowing down of the universe, the Handmaid of Coins and the Knight of Coins, both definitely moving forward, but definitely not moving forward fast. Okay, with this slowing down, you're really being given an opportunity to, what I get is just like peel off layers, to sand yourself down, polish yourself up. You are working on yourself as the universe is taking care of the rest of it. And it's really hard for humans to let the universe do what it does best, because we think we need to do it all, but you don't. You need to focus on yourself. You need to work on yourself, on your light, on your emotional experience. And I get this sort of like cleaning up, like you're cleaning up an emotional experience. You got some feels you got to have in order for you to expand into the next highest expression, in order for this change to come about in your life. Change is on the horizon. The energy is set. The foundation has been laid. You're being taken care of. But you're going to have to work through some stuff, because guess what? Hello, human. All right, day 5. Love and earth. My God, look at this grounding energy. Okay, I love the love card. The love card, I feel like the change that is happening for you is springboarding. You are springboarding into a life that you love, and you are grounded in that life. Remember how earlier we were talking about that creative expression, that channel message that was coming through from Spirit with those tarot cards? Creative expression is what lights your fire. And when I see the love card, wah! Oh, my cards are going away because of the wind. Okay, we're doing okay. We're back. So much for grounding, right? The wind comes in and goes, oh yeah, I'll show you. So the love is about doing what you love, and about those synchronistic encounters with people, soulmates, who come in to help us ground in and live more fully and trust ourselves in the experience of what we love. It's a really beautiful card. Can this be about relationships and meeting the love of your life? Absolutely. And if this is how you're taking it, if you're looking at this as a love reading, all of this applies to needing to work on yourself to meet this person, the person who's meant to come into your lifetime. But, because of the channeled message we had earlier about the 8 of Coins and the fire card, I'm really reading this as more about a whole life overhaul, a big change in your life, moving into an experience that is really fully what you're meant for, what you're designed for, why you were born to live this life in that creative self-expression. All right, so day 6, we have the 2 of Staves and the 10 of Staves. So, okay, things start to get a little bumpy here, because we are being pushed out of our comfort zone. You cannot have a big change and stay in your comfort zone. And there's always going to be a period there where that's uncomfortable. That's when our ego stories come up, our self-sabotaging behaviors, our head comes in and goes, we can't do this. We have to find all the reasons why this isn't going to work for us. But and the 10 of Wands that story, it looks like with the 10 of Staves, so the story's going to be like, this is too much, this is too much, this is too much, I can't do this. Maybe you're going to be coming back to the story of not having enough resources, but look at all this grounding energy, and you were already demonstrated at the beginning of the week that you will be taken care of as you move into this big shift in your life. So know that this is a story. The energy is real in that it is your experience, but it doesn't have to be your permanent experience. Move through this, move through the fear, move into the burden. Become aware of what responsibilities are not yours. The 10 of Staves is about letting go of responsibilities that do not belong to you. Humans like to feel responsible. We like to have responsibility. But if we take on responsibility that is not our responsibility, we take it on for somebody else, then we feel burdened. We don't feel grounded and challenged like we do with our own responsibilities. We feel burdened, right? And it's unhelpful. So knowing that you need to let go of some of that in order to expand fully into your highest expression. All right, and finally, day 7, we have the Grand Duke and the 7 of Coins. Okay, so the Grand Duke is a powerful new start. It is really moving into this new energy, and the 7 of Coins is more slowing down, okay? Grounded in, slowing down. Your progress is being not halted, not even like slowed down. It's being managed is the word I'm looking for. Your progress is being managed because you are making such a big shift. You are moving into such an incredible time, an incredible period in your life. You have got to trust the timing of the universe. You've got to do what you need to do, take care of yourself, get into your spiritual practice, bolster your faith, practice massage, enliven your faith. This is what is going to really help you move into this next phase of your life. It's a gift that this isn't happening really suddenly, that this isn't happening as fast as you want it to. It is a gift that is not happening as fast as you want it to, because you're going to be able to ground in completely to this energy. And so you will not have to revisit the parts of your life, the way that you've been living your life that hasn't been working for you for some time. I'm holding the cards down because the wind is kicking up and I don't want them to go everywhere. All right, so now finally we're going to go ahead and pull a card and see, okay, what's the best way? What's some advice for us on how to implement and ground in the energies for this week? And the answer is Page of Staves. So have confidence in yourself. Know that this is brand new energy and you don't know all the things. You don't know all the things. You're still pretty immature in this new incredible lifestyle, this incredible energy. But that's gorgeous. You don't have to know all the things. There's a newness, there's a innocence, there's showing up like a child in the world. You get to show up like a child again in the world. You can trust yourself in the moment because as a page, you have enough maturity to know what works for you and what doesn't, and what's a yes and what's a no. But you don't have mastery in this new arena, this new life, this big change that is coming and shifting, coming into your life, this shift that's happening. And that is by design, and that is exactly what you want out of this life, all right? My darling, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this is helpful. Circle back around with me. I'm going to want to know how these energies panned out for you. And let me know in the comments if this is if this has been helpful, if this is resonating with you. And then finally, if you'd like to book a reading with me, I do one-on-one sessions, and you can find the link in the description of this video. So let's do this. Let's dive fully into you, especially with this incredible change energy. Holy shit, holy, my darling. I would love to be able to support you in this capacity. Okay?